Welcome back in lecture series on topic chemical thermodynamics. Today we will study process and different types of processes which are common in thermodynamic study. So first we will study about what is meant by process. A transition from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state is called process. That means process is a path or it is a way by which one equilibrium state of a system is converted or it is changed to another equilibrium state, that is called as a process. So a transition from one equilibrium state to another equilibrium state is called process. There are near about 7 processes which are common in thermodynamic study, and first, that is isothermal process. Isothermal process means the temperature of the system remain constant. Then isobaric process, in which temperature of the pressure of the system remain constant. Isochoric process means a process in which volume of the system remain constant. Adiabatic process means a process in which heat of the system remain constant. And reversible process which takes place in both direction. And irreversible process means a process which takes place only in a forward direction. And cyclic process, a process which takes place and come back to its original state, then it is called as a cyclic process. So like this there are 7 types of processes, but out of these today in this lecture we will study isothermal process, isobaric process, isochoric process and adiabatic process, and remaining one, that is reversible, irreversible and cyclic process, we will see in next lecture. So let us start with isothermal process. Now isothermal process is the process in which temperature of the system remain constant throughout the transformation. So to keep the temperature constant, heat flows from system to surrounding or from surrounding to system, so that the temperature of the system remain constant. So consider here a system. In this system, gas is enclosed in a cylinder, and this cylinder is fitted with a movable piston. Now when heat is supplied to the system and temperature of the system is kept constant, then whatever heat supplied, that is absorbed by the gas molecules and expansion of the gas takes place. That means the volume of the gas changes, and this gas will push this piston in upward direction slowly, so that what happens, the pressure of the gas decreases, volume of the gas increases and temperature remain constant. So here temperature of the initial state and temperature of the final state both are same, and therefore delta T is equal to 0, that is change in temperature is equal to 0, and the as internal energy depends upon temperature, internal energy also of the system also will not change. And see here the graphical representation of this process, that is isothermal process. In isothermal process, due to the expansion of gas, pressure decreases, and as pressure decreases, volume of the gas increases from V1 to V2, and pressure decreases from P1 to P2. So by keeping the temperature constant. Another example of this, that is, suppose see here, this is a system and at constant temperature is not changed, temperature remain constant, and if heat is supplied, then this heat is utilized for the expansion of the gas, and therefore volume of the gas increases and this piston will move in upward direction, so that the pressure of the gas decreases. Here this is the initial pressure, and after the expansion pressure of the gas decreases. So graphical representation is like this. See here, this is the cylinder, and when heat is supplied to this gas, then expansion of gas takes place from V1 to V2, and the pressure changes what from P1 to P2, but temperature of the system at state V1 as A and V2 is same. So it is what isothermal process. When contraction of gas takes place, when temperature is constant and contraction of gas takes place, then heat is given to the surrounding. Heat is evolved by the system. See here how the reaction takes place. Here suppose this is the gas and its initial volume is V1 and pressure is P1 and it is in an equilibrium state. Now at constant temperature, if you increase the pressure of the gas and it changes from P1 to P2, then volume of the gas decreases and heat is released by the system or evolved by the system to the surrounding and keeps the temperature constant. So suppose this is the V1, that is initial volume. The initial volume changes to final volume V2. Volume decreases and therefore pressure what increases. So this is a contraction in isothermal process. So generally in isothermal process, system is kept in a thermostat. Thermostat means a constant temperature bath. The second thermodynamic process, that is isobaric process. Iso means same, baric means pressure, concerned with pressure. So isobaric process means a process in which pressure of the system remain constant during the transformation. That means for any chemical reaction which is carried out in an open container, that means at constant atmospheric pressure, then such a process is an example of isobaric process. And in isobaric process, pressure remain constant and therefore delta P is equal to 0 in case of isobaric process. So here take an example of this thermodynamic system. Gas is enclosed and this cylinder is fitted with a movable piston. And suppose if you supply heat to the system, then expansion of this gas takes place. It absorbs heat, therefore temperature of the system increases and here expansion of gas takes place and this gas pushes this piston in upward direction. And when the atmospheric pressure or pressure outside this gas or on this piston and inside this cylinder, that is pressure of the gas, becomes equal, then moment of the piston is stopped and such a system or process is called as what? Isobaric process. So here see an example of isobaric process. See here, this is the system and when you supply heat to this system and if you keep the pressure constant, then whatever heat supply is utilized to increase the volume. Expansion of gas takes place and heat is absorbed by the system and therefore temperature of the system increases at constant pressure. So temperature also changes, volume also changes, but pressure remain constant. See here, suppose this is the system in initial state and at initial state pressure is P1, volume is V1. When heat is supplied to the system, then expansion of gas takes place from V1 to V2 and temperature also changes from T1 to T2. When volume is V1, temperature is T1, but when volume is V2, temperature is T2. So T2 is greater than T1. As system absorb heat, its temperature is increased from T1 to T2 and pressure of the system remain constant. That is when volume is V1, pressure is also same and volume is V2, pressure is also same. So P2 is equal to V2. P1, P2 are same and therefore it is what? Isobaric process. Boiling of water in an open container is also an example of the isobaric process. When heat is supplied to this water, then its temperature, it absorbs, water molecule absorbs the heat and therefore temperature increases and gets converted into a vapor state, and this steam which is formed, it has a high temperature and it occupies a large volume, and therefore but what happens here, the pressure remains constant and it is carried out in an open container. Pressure on this is constant, that is 1 atmospheric pressure. So boiling of water in an open container is an example of isobaric process. Now the third type of process, that is isochoric process. It is a process during which the volume of the system remains constant during the transformation. Chemical reaction, any chemical reaction which is carried out in a closed vessel, that is called as what? Isochoric process. In an isochoric process, volume is not changed, therefore delta V is equal to 0. For example, see here, this gas is enclosed in this cylinder, and when you supply the heat, then this piston is not movable. This position is fixed. Then what happens? The heat supplied is absorbed by this gas, and therefore temperature of the system increases, and also as volume cannot change, volume remain constant, pressure also changes. So see here, graphical representation of this. This is the system, gas is enclosed in a piston, and when heat is supplied, then what happens? Temperature is increases from T1 to T2, and pressure also increases from P1 to P2, but the volume of the system remain constant. V2 is equal to V1, therefore delta V is equal to 0 in isochoric process. So in isochoric process, temperature changes, pressure also changes, and as temperature changes, internal energy of the system changes, but volume of the system remain constant. And example of this is what? When any food or water is boiled in a closed container, then after some time you observe that the lid of this container is pushed in an upward direction. This is due to what? The pressure of the steam. That pressure inside that container increases, and that pressure tries to push that lid in an upward direction because volume of the system is kept constant. Another and last process, that is adiabatic process. Remember here that in adiabatic process is generally carried out in isolated vessel. So a process in which there is no exchange of heat between the system and its surrounding. That means heat cannot flow from system to surrounding or from surrounding to system, and therefore heat is equal to 0. So it is carried out in a isolated vessel, and whenever exothermic process is there, system exothermic process takes place, then heat is released and it increases the temperature. Suppose exothermic process takes place, then temperature increases, and if endothermic process takes place, then heat is absorbed by the system and decreases the temperature of the system. So in adiabatic process, during expansion, whenever gas is expanded, then temperature decreases and therefore internal energy also decreases. And during compression, temperature of the system increases and therefore internal energy of the system also increases. So cooling of a gas is an example of, in an isolated vessel, is also an example of adiabatic expansion. Or the door of refrigerator. Many times this question is asked, why when the door of refrigerator is open, the room becomes warm. So here, when door of refrigerator is closed, then gas expands, and which causes the cooling. But when door is open, then gas compresses, and when gas compresses, then it liberates heat and therefore room becomes warm. So this is about adiabatic process. Now we will see the difference between isothermal and adiabatic process. The most important question, many times it is asked. So see here, Isothermal process means a process in which the temperature of the system remain constant. And adiabatic process is the process in temperature of the system does not remain constant. It increases or decreases. That depends upon what the process exothermic, whether the process is exothermic or endothermic. Then second point, that is there is an exchange of heat between the system and surrounding takes place in isothermal process to keep the temperature constant. But here there is no exchange of heat as it is carried out in an isolated vessel. So there is no exchange of heat between system and surrounding. Third point, that is the internal energy depends upon temperature. So temperature of the system remain constant. Therefore internal energy of the system remain constant in case of isothermal process. But in adiabatic process, the internal energy of the system increases or decreases. As temperature of the system decreases or increases, internal energy also increases or decreases. And the last point between isothermal and adiabatic process, and most important, that is the system is not thermally isolated from its surrounding in case of what? Isothermal process. Whereas in adiabatic process, system is thermally isolated from its surrounding. So let us summarize all these processes which we have studied in this lecture. First, which we have studied, that is isothermal process. Now in isothermal process, when expansion takes place, heat is more than 0, and therefore what happens here, the pressure decreases. Expansion is there, heat is absorbed, that means increase, and therefore pressure decreases, and temperature of the system remain constant as well as internal energy of the system remain constant. But whenever process is isothermal but compression is there or contraction of gas is there, then heat is less than 0. Heat is evolved to the system or released in the system, and therefore heat is less than 0. Temperature of the system and internal energy of the system remain constant, and pressure of the gas increases. Then in case of isobaric process, when expansion takes place, then heat is greater than 0 and temperature increases as well as internal energy also increases, but pressure of the system remain constant. And in isobaric process, when compression takes place, then heat is less than 0 and therefore temperature decreases and internal energy also decreases, but pressure remain constant as it is a isobaric process. Then isochoric process. In isochoric process, volume is kept constant. Therefore, when the heat is more than 0 or greater than 0, then internal energy increases, temperature also increases, and therefore pressure also increases. And when heat is given to the system, heat is released in the surrounding, then the temperature decreases, internal energy also decreases therefore, and the pressure also decreases. Pressure also here decreases when process is isochoric. Then last one, that is adiabatic process. In case of adiabatic process, when expansion takes place, then here in case of adiabatic process, heat is constant, that is heat will not change. It cannot, and the process cannot change or system cannot exchange heat with the surrounding, or heat cannot be enter into the system. So Q is equal to 0 in case of adiabatic process. So whenever expansion takes place, then temperature of the system decreases as well as internal energy of the system decreases, but pressure of the system also decreases. But when compression of gas takes place, then temperature increases and therefore room becomes warm temperature, as well as internal energy increases and pressure also increases. So this is the summary of all the 4 thermodynamic processes, that is isothermal, isobaric, isochoric and adiabatic. Thank you. We will see the reversible process next in my next lecture.